Good day everyone, I am Jumalin Guimaras and my topic is all about how to design effective intervention. The first step is readiness for a change. Intervention success depends heavily on an organization being ready for a change. Indicators of readiness for change include sensitivity to pressure and commitment of significant management time. When such conditions are present, interventions can be designed to address the organizational issues uncovered during diagnosis. What do we mean by readiness for a change? It is an organization being ready for the possible changes in their uh, management aspect or in their development process. Every development an organization must take, change is involved. However, how can they assess that they are quite ready for a change? There are various questions to ask for them to answer. The first question is, how can they handle the risk? Are they capable enough in handling some risk that might arise in the process of changing? The next question is, are they resourceful enough? Are their financial aspect enough? Are there people involved enough? The next one is, why do they need to change? Why is it necessary for them to change? Is it really important? What are the advantages and disadvantages of this change that it might take? That is the last question. When readiness for change is low, however, intervention need to focus first on increasing the organization's willingness to change. However, there might be a possibility that the change is low. So, the organization must first uh, develop the willingness of the organization, because if they don't um, focus in this term, then the change process is a mess. There are steps in how to be ready for a change. The first step is determine who are involved in the change and what are the things to change in an organization. Quietly possible, you need to check the people involved. Who are involved? Who are the one to involved in a change? And what are the things to change in an organization? The next step is measure organization's financial, material, human, and informational resources that can be applied for a change. An organization must measure the financial aspect, if it is enough and it is capable and can handle the uh, expenses in a change process. The next step is measure cultural readiness, in which an organization must align between cultural norms and the proposed change. Cultural means the attitude or the environmental factors of the organization. The next step is commitment readiness, the degree to resolve and ability of organization to its leaders at all levels to see the change to the successful and sustainable completion within the organization's overall strategic agenda. Commitment readiness, it is the willingness of the people involved. If they are committed to their work and they are committed to the change that will happen. What are the importance of the change readiness? Why is it important? First, it enhances cooperative behaviors. Second, championing and supportive behaviors. It's quite the same, but in this two importance, it matters on the team building of an organization. The third importance is predisposition for adoption. It means consistently and one quality of individuals' early use and adoption of the change process and technologies. It is an adoption of an individual, adoption of technology, or either the communication process. The last importance is perseverance in the face of difficulty. evidencing the preference for change. It uh, offers confidence to every member of an organization. The next step of how to design effective intervention is capability to change. It is a function of the change-related knowledge and skills present in the organization, the resources and systems devoted to change, and the organization's experience with change. Capability for change, it involves the knowledge and the skills. So, the involved must have enough knowledge and skills. Also, they must have enough experiences to help them acquire the success of the change. There are steps in adapting capability to change. The first step is managing planned change requires particular knowledge and skills, including the ability to motivate change, to lead change, to develop political support, and to sustain momentum. This step, uh, it offers the managing process wherein uh, every member of an organization must have the capability to lead, capability to motivate each other, and to develop support with each other. The next step is requires infrastructure to support the transition. The next step is must have experience with and learnings from change to have a change ability. As what I've said earlier, that the organization member must have enough experiences and learnings for them to have the change ability. And if an organization does not have these resources, then a preliminary training intervention may be needed before members can engage meaningfully in intervention design. This capability for change includes standard rule, template, methods for governing initiative. Change capability also establishes the core competency of improving just about every aspect of business for performance. As I've said earlier, it needed a skill. So it improves the an individual's performance in doing a business. The next important is change capability is the ability of an organization to plan, design, and implement all types of change efficiently with committed stakeholders, employees, and employers, causing minimal negative impacts on people and operation. This type of effective intervention is it helps the shareholders and the stakeholder to trust on your business because they were the one who invest and must um, offer them the expectations they need. Building change capability. There are various steps in building the change capability. How do the organization build the change capability? First is to secure adequate and effective sponsorship. It means the active and visible executive sponsorship has remained the greatest overall contributor to success. And its main responsibility is connecting organizational change capability to the strategic and financial success of organization. In building capability for change, you need a sponsor in terms of financial aspect or in, of course, in the human resource management. The second step is treat a change management capability, build a project and a change. This means that build like a project and a change means being structured and intentional in approach. In this step for to acquire, there are needed to do. The first one is understand where you are today. As an employee, you must understand your level and The next one is create a vision of where you want to go. You need to visualize your dream. You need to think of a goal that you want to achieve in the near future. The next one is design a solution. After you visualize your goal, you need to design the steps and the solutions on how you can achieve that goal. The next is write a charter, business case, and project plan. On making the solution, you need to use the project plan. It is the uh, steps in the process and how you attain your goal. The last one is apply change management to get others to do change management. In your process of dealing the goal, after achieving that goal, you can motivate your team or your the members of the organization to help or to engage in a change process. The next step in building change capability is to define the future state of the organization. It provides direction and a way to evaluate progress. It also creates stability when the excitement around change management and flows. This step, you need to define the future state of the organization. In making an action, you need to think of the future if it is beneficial or not, because if it is not, then you might waste your time on it. In this step, there are various framework to define the future state. There are many definitions of future state, so you must have a framework on attaining that kind of definition. The first framework is enterprise change capability. We consistently meet and exceed expectations in change. We share a common language for change. The next one is project change capability. Be appropriately budget for and resources change management on all projects. Project change capability, you need to be resourceful enough, and uh, you need to be careful on your expenses. And we have change management present at the start of every project. In making the project, the first step is to determine the change management processes. The next framework is individual change capability. We all see leading change as part of our job. We have the skills to do it, and we are measured in how well we do it. Every one of us have skills, and it depends on us and how we develop that skills and how we measure it and how we do it, how we treasure our skills and how we use it in our daily life. The fourth framework is use a multifaceted approach to the capability build. It involves training people, hardwiring change management activities into a project management approach, and creating a change management office. The next step on how to design effective intervention is cultural context. It refers to the national culture within which the organization is embedded can exert a powerful influence on members' reaction to change. So, intervention design must account for the cultural values and assumptions held by organization members. This provides the overall framework wherein humans learn to organize their thoughts, emotion, and behavior in relation to their environment. Cultural context means the attitude, the experiences of the people. We have different culture, we have different beliefs, and this cultural context will enable us to uh, understand each other because we have different attitude, we have different behavior, and we have different approach in the problem solution. It also teaches us on how to think, how to feel, and also instructs on how to interact with other or communicates one another. Cultural context is important in terms of team building process. It offers understanding, communication, and a successful workplace in the business. It also includes the belief I said earlier, religion, the kind of marriage, because we have different perceptions about marriage. The next one is food. We have different favorite foods. We have different dislikes and delight. And the clothing, we have different OOTD. We have different styles. We have different taste uh, of choosing clothing rather. It also needs to provide the organization members according to their beliefs. The organization must assign those who have the same aspect in life. The next step is capabilities for change agent. Many failures in organization development result when change agents apply interventions beyond their competence. In designing interventions, organization development practitioners should assess their experience and expertise against the requirements needed to implement the intervention effectively. This kind of capabilities of the change agents. What are the change agents? Is the manager, employees, the outside consultant, and even the non-managers. They are the so-called change agent. There are capabilities or skills that is needed in change agent. The first skill is they must acquire personal skills. What are the personal skills? It refers to their own skills in handling such problems and challenges in life. There are many types of personal skills. It includes perceptions. It is a change agent must be able to see not just visually but also with all senses, perceiving things like culture, climate, market, and the things around and beyond their surroundings. As a change agent, they must see the invisible one because the invisible things are quite important if the change agent will miss it. The next type of the personal skill perception is the flexibility to change. As a change agent, you need to be able to work comfortably outside your comfort zone and turn your hand to whatever needs uh, to be done. Flexibility to change refers to your capability in adapting your workplace. It refers to working comfortably and wholeheartedly in your job. The next type is tolerance of ambiguity. This situation, the change agent are often uncertain and ambiguous problem. As a change agent, they most likely will encounter ambiguity. Ambiguity means a greater problem to be solved. You need enough perseverance, tolerate change uncertainty, and be comfortable in the adoption process. It is quite connected to the first one, which is the flexibility to change. The next one is enthusiasm. There is a difference between salesperson who believes in their product and those who are not really brought into what they are selling. As a change agent, you must work wholeheartedly on your job because it helps you acquire success in your workplace. This enthusiasm, it refers to the strong excitement, your commitment, and your interest, like you enjoy your job and you love your job. The next type of capabilities a change agent must have is the people skills. It involves the communicating with other people. It involves the networking. Networking, it is to manage change, good social connection with the people across the organization is a must. Networking means you need to communicate with each other. You need to understand your co-workers. The next part is persuasion. This type of skill is the change agent must have persuasive skills. They can persuade their customers or even their managers in their job or in their assigned work. The real persuasive skill is a must to apply. Being in a change agent, as I said earlier, is a must because the customer will likely buy the product if you are good in persuasive skills. The next uh, type of capabilities of change agent is organizational skills. It refers to the relationship and interaction between organization members. This skill is your relationship with your coworker, and uh, it also includes the sensitivity. It is like seeing the things that is important to consider. It in engaging things, you need to be sensitive in many things and consider individual feelings of the people involved. You must be sensitive enough in dealing with other people because organization member is the most important aspect, that you have a good relationship to your co-workers, and it will build a strong workplace. The next one is political ability, making alliance that can be used in change, that can counter other political moves that aims power. Then you will have a much greater chance in making a lasting difference. Political ability, it is like making alliances in an organization. You must make friends, you must make some sort of the people that will help you in dealing with different challenges. The next topic is types of effective intervention. The first type of effective intervention is strategic intervention. It contributes to align the organizational with its environmental, and that which links the internal functioning of the organization to the larger environment, transforming the organization to keep pace with changing condition. It also helps an organization to gain a better understanding of the current state and their environment that allow them to better target strategies for competing or collaborating with other organizations. Strategic intervention refers to the process in which an organization must make better target strategies for them to acquire profits and prevent some losses. Uh, they must also build their competitive advantage to their competitors. So that's all, and the continuation of the effective intervention will be reported by Maria Victoria Himone. Thank you.